And welcome back to Good Day Columbia, 7-11 here on this Friday morning. We are talking nuclear energy in South Carolina this morning. Some new advances in technology offering new possibilities for how we use that power. Joining me this morning, Dr. Eric Loewen with the American Nuclear Society to talk about what this new technology means for the Palmetto State and the nation as we look for energy options. It's certainly an issue that has a lot of debate on either side of it. But tell me about some of the new things that we're talking about that's going to have an impact right here in this state, for instance.
Brian, thanks for having us. Having me on today. Some of the new exciting technologies that we are looking at as a society is the small modular reactors. So those are reactors that are right-sized, if you will, for the grid. So for remote locations that don't need a large nuclear power plant like we're building here in South Carolina, they would be a little bit smaller. So the American Nuclear Society about 3-4 years ago took this issue up, gathered a lot of experts together, and we are very excited about looking at this new technology.
When people hear nuclear energy, sometimes maybe they don't have the best understanding of it always. They may think this is over my head, and just sometimes they back off, you know, like it's a dirty word almost. What are some of the reasons that folks would want to buy in?
One of the reasons to buy in is the fundamental energy source of the universe. You either put atoms together like we do in the sun, or you break atoms in half. And so when we look at the future, what we want to do for energy, nuclear power should be a part of that. And that's what the professionals do at the American Nuclear Society of our 11,000 members, is that we're very excited about using this technology in peaceful uses.
And you say there's about 1,000 members of your society right here, just in South Carolina.
So South Carolina at South Carolina State University, University of South Carolina, the Westinghouse Fuel Fabrication Facility, and, of course, the Savannah River Lab. So we're very excited to have those members here in this state.
So do we have some active research going on at South Carolina State in this regard?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What kind of stuff?
You're looking at materials, trying to improve different materials. Those are always sort of limits in any engineering program. We're looking at advanced computational methods, because we have new tools with computers, and then finally looking at new fuel forms. Just like what we look for new fuel forms in cars, we in nuclear power look at what sort of things can we do with fuels in nuclear reactors.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting stuff that a lot of people just, it's not, they can't grasp it almost. They really can't. But it's good to know that a lot of that is going on right here, because you say 11,000 members nationwide, and think about that, a large percentage are just right here. So that would you consider South Carolina to be on the cutting edge in some of the terms of some of this newer stuff coming down the pike?
I do, because if you look at the Southeast with Charlotte, South Carolina, the leadership that the state's done, it's really kind of the hub of the renaissance in nuclear energy. So I look at South Carolina as one of those leaders in its technology.
What is it about this location that lends it to have that kind of, I guess, success to push forward?
Because you're building. Yeah. You're building 2 power plants here in the state at VC Summer and then Vogtle. So this state has taken that leadership role of building, the first new nuclear power plants in this country since about 1992. So I'm very excited, and so is the society, to see those plants come online in the near future.
What will it mean economically, something like that, for a region?
One reactor is about $400 to $600 million engine in that community. And then obviously it makes clean energy. So it has significant impacts on the local economy as well as the regional economy supplying electricity. Because if you had that sort of power within a community, then you have the ability to have new businesses and grow different sort of technology. You're not constrained by energy.
Well, it's good to know that South Carolina is leading the way, because unfortunately in a lot of categories we are not. So it is nice to know that we're leading the charge in this department.
You are.
I appreciate you coming in this morning, getting up early with us, because I know when that alarm clock goes off before sunrise, it's no fun.
That's right.
So, Doctor, thank you so much for coming in this morning.